I had to start off with a smile. Yes, it's Tuesday. Happy, tantalizing, terrific Tuesday. Hopefully, you've had a great start of your day. It's a great day to have a great day. That's why I always tell my students. It's a great day. Who is online, Lord? This should all be in lunch. Hopefully, you've had a marvelous start of your day. I have, of course, always here coming live from the classroom. If you don't know who I am, my name is Toria Howard, and I am an educator by a trade. And I also continue to be an educator because I educate adults as well as children. I'm a real estate professional, financial literacy educator, and a business funding broker. So I'm here to talk about it's Real Estate Tuesday. So let's dive in it because I don't have long. I have to host a pep rally at school today. So I have taken the charge. I know that's right, Rick. Haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing, Coach? So, let's talk about it, right? I'm a real estate professional, so I'm going to talk about real estate, incorporated it with financial literacy, of course, because that's one of my passions is financial literacy, educating people on that. I have 10 minutes, you all, so I got to stick to my 10-minute thing. So let's get into it. So drop a 1 in the comments if you're watching this live. Drop a 2 if you're new to my live, and drop a 3 if you're watching the replay. And I really appreciate it. So it's a lot of things about savings that a lot of people are confused about. Now, and when you're buying a home, you can buy a home without a lot of money out of pocket, but you do have to have some type of savings, some type of money, because you do have expenses that you have to pay for. So why not have this money? Because your money has to have a goal. So savings, you have to think of, this is my money goal. What is this? What is this actually doing? You have to have a goal for that particular amount of money, and you want to put it in a high yielding account so that it will pay you for being disciplined. Who loves to be paid for being disciplined? That's what you're supposed to be rewarded for being disciplined. So in this instance, you have to use the savings wisely, because when you are buying a home, especially a first-time home buyer, if you don't know this, yes, there are first-time home buyer incentives. Yes, there are, but certain programs you have to have a certain amount of savings in order for you to qualify for the program, because they want to see if you can pay your mortgage. So you have to have at least 3 months of your mortgage saved. So why not use that money and get rewarded for you? Yes, discipline dollars. Yeah, let's go. So you have to be able to understand that yes, you can get the money. They're going to pay for closing. They may pay for closing. They're going to pay for down payment, but you still have to have money for your appraisal, your inspections, insurance, all these different things that could occur during the home buying process. So it's good to use a high yield and savings account to do so. So some of the online savings accounts. Now check your local banks. You want to get at least 4 to 5%. Try to see what your local banks have. If you are, some people don't like banking online, that's fine. So in your local area, check out what's best for you. If you like to go into the branch, for me, I can do online banking. Banks, it depends. And if I know just know their reputation, their terms and conditions, because it's insured, but you just need to know that, you just be mindful of who you want to work with. Is it the customer service that you like? Is it the swiftness you can get your money? What is it that you want from a bank? Because they have to, they want your money, so they have to give you something. So what are something? So you have to think of some of the things that you want from a bank. So if you do direct deposit, are they going to pay you early? Some banks, pay you a day before your direct deposit. Are they going to reward you with some sort of whatever it is that you're looking for out of the bank? So I'm going to discuss some of the online banks in April that has the best APY. Okay, that's your yearly interest rate, right? Annual interest rate that you will get. So a lot of these traditional banks, only give you like what 0.01%. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want 1 cent every year. So SoFi is a good bank. They are ranked 4 out of 5. Right now, they have 4.6%, and they're giving you a bonus to up to $300 for your direct deposit. So they're giving you money to put money in their bank. Um, American Express right now is at 4.3%. You know, they don't have any bonuses, but having a good relationship with American Express is, I would say, is, worth every penny, or, is priceless, because if you can go ahead and get into American Express and have that relationship is going to build to something, so many other things, because American Express has so many different products. So it's good to have that relationship. Barclays, good for business too. Also, right. Exactly. You definitely need laser surgery for those little rates. Barclays is a good one. They do good for business as well, but you have to have $200 to qualify for their account. Theirs is at 4.35% right now. Everbank is at 5.15% with zero minimum balance for the APY. So that means that you can have a zero balance. They don't have any balance requirements. Some banks you have to have a balance requirement in order to get the interest rate. They don't have that. So that'll be something to look into. Like Barclays has the 200. You have to have at least $200 to qualify. So far, you have to have at least $300. American Express do theirs a little differently because they kind of approve you for their stuff. So that's why, it's a good relationship. Capital One is at 4.25%, and they don't have a minimum balance as well. So you have to choose what's best for you when you're talking about saving money and getting rewarded for saving money. It's time out for, going to these traditional banks and having them make more money than off your money than, you are. And if you have to save it for a particular purpose, you want to get rewarded, especially if it's going to be a long-term thing. So you accrue this interest every year. So if it's going to be a year or so out before you're going to do something, and regardless of the fact, you should be saving, putting money into these high yielding accounts anyway. Every time you get paid. I know for me, when I was first buying my home, I decided to get a bank that I did a credit union, but I didn't know about high yielding bank accounts then. But I made myself disciplined by picking a bank that wasn't easy for me to get to. I didn't have a debit card or anything. And I was able to, and I got my, whatever I was saving, I made myself disciplined. I made it come straight from my check right into the bank because I didn't want to have no excuse, because you always, when the money is in your face, you always find an excuse to spend it. It doesn't matter. Something always comes up. So if you don't have it, then you won't miss it. What's the best rate to borrow with 700 plus scores, Queen? Um, as far as like loans are concerned, Coach, because that could vary. But it all depends on what you're looking for to use it for. Because credit unions have the best. Okay, for a person for loans, credit unions have the best rates right now as far as, um, especially local credit. Your local banks and your local credit unions have the best rates right now as far as, um, you know, loans are concerned. Personal loans are concerned. So you need to just check out that. Now, this is just savings accounts. So getting a personal loan, depending on who have your credit card with, you can do that too off your credit card. American Express does it. I know Capital One does it. Chase does it. And you can use that interest rate that you already have, and turn it into cash. So where are you located? Depending on where you located, credit unions right now have the best rates. Credit unions right now have the best rates. If you, especially, like, I know people are kind of up in arms with Navy Federal, but Navy Federal has good rates right now. They're a little controversy right now, but they still have good rates if you have a Navy Federal account. Any like I said, any credit unions are good. They looking for that business, and they're good for car loans too. So the whole point in this, oh, credit unions, yeah, yeah. I was just saying, yeah. In general, credit unions have the best rates right now. Um, but you just have to look at your local banks. Local banks, the smaller banks, are going to give you more with a better interest rate as well. So looking at those smaller banks, not the big top tier one banks, but the smaller banks, because they're looking for business. So they're going to give you more than than average. So you're looking for credit unions and the smaller local banks. They're doing good. Like here in Detroit, Comerica right now is doing really well, and a couple of the credit unions. Yeah, they do. They do definitely do business loans. Navy Federal does business loans too. They do good. Navy Federal does well with a lot of their products. Navy Federal has a good secure card program where, because their secure card, if you're looking to build credit, Navy Federal is one of the best ones to get, because theirs turn over into an unsecured credit card, meaning secure meaning that you have to put money up first and then use it, but unsecured meaning that they give you the credit. It turns into an unsecured credit card within 6 months. They have a 6-month period, but then they will match it. So if you put $1,000 on there, they'll turn around and give you another 1,000, so you have a $2,000 credit limit. They are, so if you want to get a secure card through them, they're one of the best because it turns around so quickly, and they'll match you. So if you put 3,000 on there, they're giving you 3,000. You got $6,000. So those of you that still getting these big refund checks, that goes for you. So the whole point in this is you want to maximize your return on your investment using high yielding savings accounts to do that. So you don't want to be putting your money in these banks and you're only getting pennies on the dollar. You want to be saving your money to get rewarded because you're being disciplined. And in the home buying process, you have to show that money is in there. Like I said, usually these programs for the first time home buyer programs, you have to have at least 3 months of your um, 3 months of your mortgage saved, whatever you feel like you can afford. So, and you want to diversify. You want to have components where you don't have to use one bank. You can use multiple banks for different reasons. Whoever does whatever it is that you need to do for that purpose, who serves your purpose best, who has the best business products, you use that bank. Whoever has the best personal loan products, use that bank. Whoever has the best credit cards, you use that bank. You don't have to be stuck with one bank. You want to diversify. And the other ways that you can do this, if you're not buying a home as a first-time home buyer, think about investing in, and you want to still invest in real estate but don't want to hold it, or do you have any trouble with it doing it like that, invest in REITs. REITs are a real estate investment trust. They I should have put my phone on do not disturb. I'm almost done anyway. But you want to, real estate investment trusts are easy ways for people to build. It's a savings in a sense, and you want to find the ones that do, you know, that have dividend payments. That's the best ones. So doing your research on that. So that's another form of savings if you don't want to do a traditional bank. You don't do real estate investment trust. It can grow faster and bring you, closer to your goal a little bit faster because you are investing, it's growing, and then it's giving you a dividend. So, just have to check into that. I know, I don't want to get it wrong because I invested one, but I don't want to give stock advice because I'm not a stock teacher, but just do your research. All right. Just do your research. You want to find, if you want to invest in you want to invest and save in a non-traditional way, real estate investment trusts that pay dividends are the best ones. So the whole point of this is mitigating risk and planning ahead. So if you know you want to buy a home within 6 months or to a year, or a year or beyond, you want to be able to have that money set aside for you to be able to do all the things that you want to do, because you might not have to use your money for these first time home buyer programs, but they want to see that you have the money, and you're going to have money for your inspection, your appraisal, and any other fees that comes about that you might have to have closing costs. You might not, depending on your income. So this all depends on what you want to do as far as that goal is concerned. So you want a substantial return, though. That's the thing. You want a return that's more than just pennies on the dollar, and you want it to you being conservative, but it's a growth conservative. So, that's what you want. You want something that's going to grow bigger than, what your initial investment quicker. So, like I said earlier, using those, high yield savings accounts, those that give it 4% and 5%. I gave you a few that are several that are doing well right now. What was the best one? It was Everbank is giving 5.15% with no minimum balance. Relationship is priceless. They have a lot of different products. So with that being said, I have to host this pep rally in a minute. So I got to get ready to go. But all in all, I just want you to understand that savings is essential. Using high yielding savings accounts are essential when you're talking about the home buying process, because you want to plan ahead, you want to mitigate risk, and you want a return on your investment. It's an investment. So why not get paid before you get some money in extra before you go through the process. So if you're ready for your home ownership goals to be and your dreams to be coming to reality, reach out to me. I can give you a personalized consultation. It's free. And how to leverage your credit, how to leverage these savings account, how to pay off debt, how to budget, all those different things I can help you with, because you have to. It's a step-by-step process. It's a mindset thing. It's a budget thing. It's a debt thing. It's a savings thing. So it goes in steps. So you need to make sure, if you have any questions about that, you can definitely send me a DM. Or if you want a consultation, you can definitely send me a DM, or you can put it in the comments and I'll reach out to you. It's up to you, however you want to do it. But I'm here to get you to the closing table. Or if you want to invest in real estate, get your investment property. However it is, if you just want a primary home or investment property, I would love to help you. And I can help you all across the country, because I know realtors all across this country, because I network all the time. So it doesn't matter where you are. I can help you leverage your money so that you can turn your dreams into reality. So I bid you adieu, and I will see you later in these social media streets. Look out for me. Like I said, follow me. Share this with anybody you feel like it needs to go to, that or is looking for somebody that's going to coach them and help them through the process. Um, I don't know, $50 return for 1,000 investment only seems worth, although saving is vital. Yeah, I mean, saving is vital. It's about planning ahead and mitigating risk. Once you get into higher risk investments, when you're ready for that, then that's where you go. So you can get 8 to 10%. That's the goal. So, but some people are not ready for that. They want to start off slow. So these high yielding savings accounts could definitely help you do that. Start off slow and then graduate to that 8 to 10% investments in stocks and doing all the different things. So thank you.